One of the big concerns as Isaias moves up the coast is going to be the expanding wind field. So parts of eastern North Carolina and southeast Virginia are going to see wind gusts, sometimes in excess of 40 to 60 miles per hour. I want to show you some of the model data here. And notice as we go through the overnight hours, these low-level winds, these winds just off the surface, are going to be very strong on the range of about 70 to 80, almost 90 knots. Now, it doesn't take much for this storm to bring down some of those winds to the surface when those winds are just off the surface like that. Notice how that continues into parts of eastern Virginia and eastern North Carolina as we go towards the early morning hours of Tuesday. Typically with tropical systems, you would expect a little bit more weakening than we're going to see with this system, but because it's moving so fast and because it's interacting with the frontal system out towards the west, we'll likely see very strong wind gusts. This is a tweet I saw earlier today, and I think it really highlights the potential for the wind pretty well, especially along and east of the center. You're actually going to get more wind as the system kind of undergoes that transition with the jet stream moving in and that front moving in. So we'll likely see winds anywhere between 40 and 60 miles per hour gust as we go through the overnight hours for parts of North Carolina, especially from kind of the Raleigh area east. That's going to be where the main wind focus is. And the same thing for Hampton Roads, kind of from Richmond east. That'll be where the main wind focus is. Now for South Carolina, it's really all right there along the coast into parts of coastal South Carolina, near Myrtle Beach, where you'll see some of the higher wind gusts. Outer Banks, kind of an odd situation. We may have higher gusts actually inland than we will have on parts of Cape Hatteras and towards Kitty Hawk and Duck. So an interesting tropical setup there. But really prepare for some wind tonight across parts of coastal Virginia and coastal North Carolina, even inland North Carolina there, east central North Carolina. That's the wind gust forecast. I'm also going to show you this. This is from the National Weather Service, and this is kind of a graphic they put together to talk about the threat. And you can see in all these orange areas here, they're highlighting potential for wind gusts of 58 to 73 miles per hour through the overnight hours. So those can certainly down some trees, cause power outages. Going to want to make sure you've got everything powered up tonight as the storm pushes through.